Are you trying to double down on your content and you're ready to take your YouTube channel to the next level? That's what we're doing right now, and today we're going to talk about how we're doing it and what you can do to create better content for your niche. Let's dive in and get inspired. So if you've been following me on social media, you know I've been posting about some new upgrades. You're seeing some of it right now, even though you may not know it. In my studio, some of it you see right here, right now. My lighting is changed. My camera angle is changing. We're going to get a new camera that's coming in probably Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. But we also got a new lighting setup. We have right here a new key light. That is exciting. And bringing you a new stream deck. So we can clean up our live streams, make things look a little bit more professional as we're working on setting up the studio here and continuing. We're still going to work on the paneling in the background, and we're making some shifts. We're making some changes. We're cleaning up the area all the way around our desk. We're resetting our entire battle station, and hopefully we're going to be able to create better content. Now, one of the things that we've been talking about is doubling down on our content. We've been talking a lot about this lately because we've been doing a deep dive analytics into our channel. Now, some of this we knew we were doing and we knew it was coming, so we've been working on this for several weeks, doing some deep diving into the analytics on all of our content. We have a kind of an overall content strategy where we set up 5 main categories of content. If you want to know more about that strategic plan, make sure you check out this video that's right up here, and you're going to be able to see kind of the strategy that we've used as we've created our content for the last few months. But we've gotten down to the point now where we're ready to double down. See, a lot of people try to double down way too early. So we're going to talk about the double down strategy. What does it mean? When is it important? And how do we go about doing it? We're just going to share our journey and how we're deciding to do it on our channel. I'm not going to say it's the best method, but I'm going to share with you the method I'm using. Whether it's the best or not, it's what we're doing here on our channel. And that's what I always try to share with you. So what does it mean to double down? Doubling down is when you start looking at your analytics, you look at your most popular content, and you focus on one thing on your channel. You focus on what's the most popular content on your channel. But a lot of people do this kind of the wrong way. In fact, even some of the big name experts have kind of given me some advice that I disagreed with on how to do it. Of course, they got a much bigger following than I do, so what am I to say no to them? But at the same time, it didn't feel right to me. No matter who tells you what, always do what feels right to you and what makes sense to you as a content creator. So one of the big mistakes I see a lot of channels doing is they double down way too early. I have a lot of people that I've been watching that double down on content that may build them a following just because it has the most views, but it's not content they enjoy creating. And it's not necessarily their best content that they make. Just because it gets a lot of views early on doesn't necessarily mean anything. In fact, I've had categories of my own that did really, really well when I posted the initial videos, but then over time they didn't really continue getting views as I created more videos on that particular topic. So as we're doubling down, one of the things we've been doing is we've been diving into our analytics, and we're looking at 3 main factors in our analytics as we're deciding about doubling down on our content. Number 1 factor that we're looking at is what content has the most views. That's one of the first factors because that's one of the biggest factors with search rankings and getting YouTube to recommend more of your content. Number 2 factor is what content is getting the most watch time, because sometimes just because something's getting a lot of views doesn't mean people are sticking around. In fact, I have a lot of my most viewed videos that get very little watch time. In other words, they had a lot of views and then people bounced and they didn't come back and watch anything else we said. That's not helping my channel very much. So one of the things you want to look at is your views, your watch time, and then we look kind of at the overall engagement. This is including likes, it's including comments, it's including all those factors where people engaged with our content. And then the third one The last one that we're looking at is kind of the extra social sharing. So how many people shared out our content? And after looking at all this analytics factors, we were able to drill our content down into 2 categories. And I'm going to show you kind of what we looked at as we picked out these 2 categories of content on our channel. So if you've got 2 categories and they're fairly well balanced, what factors then do you look at as to which one you're going to double down on? Now, the first thing might be to panic and look like this. I don't know what to do. Okay, we got that out of our system. Now, what we did is we went and we really looked at our analytics, and we divided down to 2 categories, and we kind of compared the 2. So I have one category that is responsible for the most views. It hands down has more views than any other category on my channel, but I also have a couple of specific videos in that category that were a large percentage of that average of views. So I did take a look at those videos and see what it was. The other thing was we looked at watch time. And I have one category, and it's not the same category, that accounted for almost 60% of my watch time across my entire channel in one category of videos. 60%, that's over half of my watch time in one category of content on my channel. That was a huge factor for me to pay attention to. And it wasn't the same one that had the most views. See, the one that has the most views has a lot of views, but it has a lot of bounce. It has a lot of people coming in, watching for 30 seconds to a minute of my video and leaving. Whereas this category has a lot of views with people sitting around for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I have some videos that were live streams, some of them were live streams, but some of them have an average watch time of 30 to 45 minutes in one video. That's pretty awesome when you're doing a 2-hour live stream and you've got an average watch time of 30 to 45 minutes on a video, even if the view counts are a little bit lower than what you like. So this is something that we've been looking at. And a lot of those watch time is coming even on the replay. That's a huge factor to think about. That means people are watching this videos on replay. That's a huge thing with your live stream. Replays on your live streams generally don't get a lot of watch time. So then we looked at all these factors and we broke down which one of these categories has the most comments and the which most social shares. And they were actually fairly even. They were almost dead even on comments. And they were almost dead even on likes. So we have one that has more views but less watch time, one that has a lot more watch time but less views, and fairly even on the engagement. So then we looked at social sharing, and one category blew the other one away. In fact, one category has almost all the social sharing in my entire channel, and the other one had none whatsoever. I also looked at a few other factors. One category, I would have to go toe-to-toe with Nick Nimmin, Daniel Batal, Think Media, vidIQ, all the big guns that have over 100,000 subscribers. I would be going toe-to-toe with some of the top YouTubers in this niche. The other one, I'm not going toe-to-toe with anybody. I have a category of my channel where, yeah, some of the other bigger channels have 1 or 2 videos, but there's not one single go-to expert on this category. There's not one single person that this is the focus of their channel that I was able to find. I'm not saying that there's nobody doing it. I haven't found them yet, if that's what somebody else is focused on. Every video I've found ranking for these particular keywords are other people who do one-off videos on this topic. And it's a very important topic. In fact, if you listen to some well-known experts in the field of personal development and stuff, this topic accounts for 80% of your success or failure at anything you do in life, including YouTube. And yet nobody's targeting this area as your primary focus for how to help you grow as a YouTuber. They just send you off to the other channels that are more general, but not as a content creator. So what is that one topic? My entire show, The Inspired Tubers, was built around understanding the mindset of being a YouTuber. And it's the most popular category on my channel right now. I have the most watch time, it has the most views, it has the most social share, it's got the most comments. The only other thing that comes close is getting more views, but it's not getting all the other factors, which is the optimization strategies. And under optimization, I included things like channel reviews, which is something we're still going to continue to do, but it's something that doesn't, it's because when we're doing channel reviews, we're talking about how to optimize your channel. You know, so I included that. And that's really where a lot of my views came from, was my channel review videos. A lot of the views came from just a handful of videos in that category. So that's one of the things that I found. My mindset videos are some of the most popular videos on my channel, not just with the number of views, because some of those, they don't have high view counts. They don't have the most views, but every single one of them has a high watch time. Every one of them has a really, really high engagement. People commenting in the chats on the live streams, people commenting on the videos, people sharing them with other people. That was a huge factor for me. It really came down to two things. One, I love the mindset stuff. I spent 30 years studying mindset and personal development, spirituality, all these factors. I spent 30 years of my life studying that stuff. And it's the most popular content, and there's nobody else competing with me as becoming the go-to person for YouTube mindset. So that's what I'm going to focus my content on right now. We're going to focus on helping you develop the mindset to be successful as a content creator. Whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, it doesn't matter to me what platform you're posting on. There's several things that are key to your mindset that's going to be helping you be successful as a content creator. And this is what we're going to focus on. We're going to share what we've learned about mindset. I've been through a lot of mindset training over the years. I've paid thousands of dollars for courses on changing my own mindset and developing my own mindset. And I have been able to move from a place of somebody that just 10 years ago, I couldn't even imagine the thought of me talking to people, much less being here on video, being on audio, doing podcasts, blogging, and building my entire business around content. And I love content development, and I love mindset. So we're focusing on how to set your mindset up for success as a content creator. And we're still really defining some of it. We're still tweaking some of the strategy and some of the approach that we're going to take to it. We are diving into even more into those analytics to see how people responded to specific things that we've covered. And we're going to be driving it and drilling it down even more, because there's a lot of wide space in mindset stuff. But we're going to be focusing on the mindset of a content creator and how you can really be successful. I hope you enjoy this journey with us. Join us along. And next week, we'll get the new camera in, and we're going to really take advantage of all the new gear we just picked up this week. So hope you stick around for this. It's going to be a fun ride. We'll see you in the next video.